Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello. I'm Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole. How are you? I would have started like 5 minutes ago, but the OBS was getting weird. It wasn't showing up. Krellin! Hi, Levi at Krellin and PH. So, Krellin asks this question: did your TA get you to stop talking to students on time? And the answer is yes. It was pretty amazing. I was like talking to the students. The students were like, "Oh, blah 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 blah," and I was like, "Oh, blah, oh, I should probably do this in Simlish, right?" Or like the peanuts. Well, front of anyway. So then I got out of there before 5. And I was able to go to the Krellin will be very proud of me. I was able to go to the post office and pick up my mail before they closed, and then I actually ate dinner. So I ate dinner. Hello, Tacklerosh. How should I pronounce that? Yeah, no, I ate dinner, Krellin. Now, of course, the dinner was sort of also breakfast, but I ate it, and it was a healthy dinner. Welcome from Norway, welcome in. So I was super excited about that. I had broccoli and mashed potatoes and chicken. So it was like a nice, good, healthy dinner, and I ate it, and then taco is fine, thank you. And I came in, and then I was like, let's go. Whoosh. And then I was not connecting to the internet for some reason. OBS was not actually kicking over, or I don't know, or Twitch wasn't kicking over, but I just restarted a couple of times and it worked out. So also, PH, bagels are delicious. Speaking of bagels, there's this brand new bagel place that opened up near my house, and I need to go there and eat their bagels. Comcast was having DNS problems today. Are you on Comcast? I'm not. I think I'm just on, I think my university has its own server somehow, right? As in Taki, Tachi, or Tachi, but I think that's an L, right? That looks like an L. That looks like Takl to me, right? I feel like that's a Takl, right? That's what it seems like to me. Levi was having trouble and ended up having to add one of those public Google DNS servers for my computer. Oh, it was nationwide. Well, maybe I was having trouble too. I'm looking at the name. I'm trying to figure out if it's an I. It's an I. Okay. Oh yeah, no, it's an I. I just moved it over to, I have more than one screen, and they have different resolutions. I have the lower resolution for, thank you, Indigo, a lower resolution for when I'm streaming, right? And then I have the higher resolution that no video card's gonna pick up in any kind of normal way. Yeah. Takai. 8888 public Google DNS server. Huh. A friend in Indiana was also having Comcast problems. That's so weird. What if, okay, hear me out. Takai, the best adventure. Does Takai use bows or something else? Or does Takai, the best avenger, throw tacos at people and then kills them with tacos? Does Takai shoot tacos from like a crossbow to vanquish foes? Tak is Dutch for branch. Oh. First off, hi everybody. How are you doing? So look, I went and I ate food. I went to the post office and I got here and everything. So I'm feeling my TA has done a very good job of getting me out of there, and that was very good. Tak I is actually just a therapist. Tak is thank you in Danish. Tak. Tag with a G is day in German, right? What I wanted to tell you all. So it's Thursday, and tak is also Norwegian for roof, and thank you in Danish. Tak, tak, tak. I feel like it must be other things in other languages, but I don't know all the languages it could be in because that's also kind of amazing. What did I want to tell you? There's the big obvious thing, but I won't tell you yet. There's the big obvious thing. The word is too many things. It's too many things. So the week has been good. I will be hosting Critical Role tonight on this channel if you want to hang out, watch Critical Role, and be in a pleasant chat. It needs to be less things and give other words the chance to be things. Yeah, it's kind of a selfish word. It wants all of the things. Sal says, Tak is the name of a board game invented by Patrick Rothfuss for the King Killer Chronicles. Ooh. Javai says, Tak is Swedish for roof. Thank you in Swedish is tak. The languages up here are very similar. Oh, I wonder how you'd pronounce the difference between T-A-K and T-A-C-K. I wonder if it's like a long or a short A, tak, tak, or if like the CK is more like a I want to know all of the things. I have only caught half of the Witcher RP. It has been some fun so far. So that was like the good thing, right? There was a lot of excitement. PH, did Greg tell you I said hi on Wednesday? I would have stuck around to watch Witcher after my Watchmen show aired, but I was too tired. Congrats on the amazing first episode, by the way. Well, thank you, PH, and thank you for the hello. How do you pronounce? See, I pronounce T-A-C-K, tack, but I'm American, and I felt like that's not how you'd pronounce tack if you're European, right? Because the is not, it's not really what they're doing with their vowels. So like, I feel like I just feel like there's no way to pronounce it tack. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way. There's no way. They'd have to pronounce it like fancy, special, European. Tak and tak. A. Take, tak, take. Take, tak. Learning is fun. Learning is fun. I'm up to where the tracking of the large footprints began. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, so yesterday was The Witcher, and I love the cast. I wore my wig. I spent quite a lot of time, stressing out about that wig. But I washed it and I conditioned it. Like I used hair conditioner on the wig, and I washed it and I let it dry overnight. I got a special brush that has like little plastic tipped ends, so it wouldn't mess with the all that. So the point is, I went and did a bunch of. Is it comfortable to wear? It's not uncomfortable. So I suppose so. Yes, but it is a little hot because it does not breathe, and it's all synthetic, right? So it's a little hot, but I'm also wearing like a pirate shirt, a tabard, and a cloak, as well as this wig. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you, Levi. Levi says the wig looked good. I worked on it. And like what? Anyway, I officially love you, Taki. You need to stay. Distracted Trooper is my favorite hobby. I look so different. Levi says you look so different with it on. I kind of felt different because it was hair that was doing stuff that I've never been on. So that felt good. Step one would be use something other than poison damage. In Swedish, single consonant following a vocal means the vowel is long. And double consonant, we don't do double K, and so we do CK, is a shorter sound. Oh. Take, talk. Take, talk. Take, talk. If your wig was breathing, we'd have a very different problem. Then my wig would be a mimic, and I'd be in trouble. 040, by the way. What else did I want to tell you all? So the show was fun. I really enjoyed Mimic Wig. I'm gonna use that. Yeah, you should, just like a rack of wigs. Put that Mimic on your head, and never turns out well. It might be just a very well behaved ferret. That is true. That is true. It might be. What if Medusa did not actually have snakes on her head, but was wearing a mimic wig? What if that was what was happening? Sal notes, Jer's my GM for my D&D game on Wednesdays. I'm a monk. I'm immune to poison damage. The last several encounters involved a lot of poison damage. Yes, maybe just a little more. Levi says, oh, you want to assemble your own disguise kit to save some money? No problem. How many wigs do you want from the seedy vendor? I feel like there's some joy right there happening. I'm happy that, by the way, that I was able, and look, y'all, I'm going to tell you, the show was on Wednesday. I did not have any time to work on practicing the lyre until like, I think I did a little bit of practice on Monday, and like Tuesday's my super long day. So I mostly did most of my practice Tuesday night and Wednesday, but I was like, okay, I can do this. I did my transcriptions Tuesday night. I just transcribed the music. And then I was like, okay, let's go. Retuned everything, practice. I mean, was it perfect? No, but it was good enough for government work. And I went, and I'm in the process of recording the song Fortune My Foe right now. So I can hand it all out to you all if you want it. But the problem is, I feel like it's not perfect. So I've recorded it like 18,000 times, and it's not perfect yet. So I've not yet released it to the world because it's not perfect. Once it is perfect-ish, where I can listen to it and not be like, then I will release it to you all. I will tell you, but it's not there yet. I mean, the thing is, I'm just going to keep singing it over and over and over again until I'm happy, or I make my voice tired and then I have to wait another day, like I did last night. Stupid Feywild with stupid poisonous plants. So what's the over-under on those wigs being actually a tribble? It could also be a tribble, Taki says. What is a wig was a strange subspecies of cat that likes to live on bald people's heads, aka scalp cat. See, that would work too. Good enough for government work is really, really, really low standard. That is also true. The mic pitched a little on stream, by the way. Might want to get all sound engineering on that. My mic, yeah. I will just make sure it's, because right now I've got the volume low. See, right now I'm reading through OBS and I've got a good audio. Like it's got a EQ on it, so I can see what my levels are. But with Zoom, it's a little bit trickier, but I will check in on that to make sure, because I don't want to sort of blow out. My parents are civil servants, and that whole civil servants do crappy work idea has been very rough on them throughout life. It is true, because a lot of civil servants, they work hard, or they were civil servants. Lyre made me think of History of the World, which makes me think of The Life of Brian. R.I.P. Terry Jones. R.I.P. Terry Jones. Oh, yeah. Well, the one person in the box above you looked a bit puzzled when you did your song. It was a surprise. They didn't know it was coming. In the U.S., government work is always done by the lowest bidder, PH, which is where the idea came from. What is the lawyer's favorite instrument? A lyre. Wow. Oh, it's private contractors that do crappy work. Audio issues, they're a pain, and you can't just stop in the middle of a stream to tech fix. We did that. We did the fix when the stream had to go down because the Twitch servers were being weird. Then we did a round of trying to fix that. It's tricky though, because there's back-to-back Watchmen to Witcher, so we don't have a lot of time in between the two shows. It's like basically like once the Watchmen goes down, then we come back up, and we don't have a lot of time right before the show starts to do a lot of tech stuff. And also it's really tricky because Zoom does not have individual inputs for each individual player, so each player has to do their own sound mixing, but you don't always know what it's like. PH, what is your Watchmen character? You should tell me. I'm very excited. Rissa, hello, welcome in. By the way, I'm on the tail end of the day at my makerspace. Oh, how cool. What are you making? PH, what character are you playing for Watchmen? Taki, what are you doing in your makerspace? I'm excited. Anyway, I really enjoyed The Watchmen. Martial law is a government-employed serial killer, basically. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's very Watchmen. I buy it. I buy it. Look, can I tell you all something about the Witcher show, which if you have not watched on VOD, you should watch it. Everybody's got secrets, and I don't know what their secrets are. Like, I know my character has secrets, and clearly all the other characters have secrets, but nobody is spilling the beans of what their secrets are. And I want to know what everybody's secrets are. We'll find out. But I do want to know. I want to know. I also think, to a degree, civil servants are limited by bureaucracy, so at times it probably seems like they do a worse job than they want to due to restrictions outside of their control. I think that's also probably true. PH says, martial law is like the comedian, but without the jokes and bad treatment of women. That is fair, except for the murder. I started smoking again for now, thanks to stress. But you know what, Ice Bunny, you can always stop again, right? You can always stop again. And also, like, you know, be kind to yourself. In the first episode, I got beat up by a retiree, so that was fun. I imagine that retiree was pretty badass, though. Taki says, I'm making a cyberpunk costume for a tabletop games convention. This year's theme is cyberpunk. Okay, well, that sounds amazing. I love a good cyberpunk. Like, so is there going to be neon? Will it be shoulder pads, leather, reflective mirror glasses, mesh, spikes, mohawks? Boots are very cyberpunk. Boots. That's all. Guess who got her copy of Cthulhu Confidential in today's mail? Ooh, it's a good book. It's a good book. I am a fan of it. Yay. I feel that, Bunny. I just indulged in a cigar for the first time in a few months. Sometimes the dice tell a better story, says PH. I was trying to steal his cab, but he wasn't having it. Don't steal cabs. Was it Felicia Day? So good. So good. So, what I want to tell you. So we did The Witcher. We'll do that again next week. Today's Thursday. Tonight I'm doing Critical Role hosting. Saturday noon we'll be playing Outer Worlds, and at 3 p.m. at the time, which I'm gonna pull up my calendar, at 4 p.m. on the Scraticus channel, I will be playing a one-shot for their new GM's day. Like the whole day they're having new GMs come in and play, and they want players who played to sort of be there, support the new GMs, and I'll be playing in a D&D game that seems like it has a very cool premise. First off, there's a premise, and I always appreciate when GMs give you a premise, and I will be playing a nerdy bard, because I don't think I've played a bard in D&D. I certainly haven't in 5e, and I haven't. I think the last time I played a bard was when you had to multi-class to get into it. So I'm excited about that. But I'm trying. I want to go for a nerd bard is what I'm looking for, and so that'll be fun. There's so many things I want to tell you all, but I can't. I'm role playing a jerk. I have to do jerk stuff. That's fair. I take it, PH. Faux leather, says Taki. Body glove, prosthetic, cyberwear, tech eye patch, respirator, cyberspine. Oh my goodness. Taki, you're going hardcore, and I honor that. Not so easy is when others are shady and get you into trouble. I braced myself for a lawsuit, but well, I didn't shug 2 double espresso between a funk. Let's find some folk life ends. Go see a lawyer. That would be my advice, Ice Bunny. See a lawyer or like a housing association. See if you can get some professional advice on that one. My last bard was an insult comic. He was a lot of fun. That's amazing, Levi. I like that. The last time you played a bard was 1E when they were badasses, Krellin? Yes, that is true. The last time I played a bard was first edition. It was a couple of times ago. The last time I played a bard. That is a true statement. Jer says, so looking through the Witcher book, it's interesting. DCs are comparable to D20, but you're rolling a D10. So the static skill attribute score seems much more important. Yeah, so there's a way in which it makes it less swingy, or you are more likely. So the thing is, right, with D20, you just roll that D20 plus your skill. With this one, you get a D10 plus your stat plus your skill, which and your stats go 1 through 10. So you have a better sense of where you're going to land on that roll. It makes it a little bit less swingy, and you can also spend your luck stat to bump up your skill, your roll, if you need to. Yes. And now you're playing another bard in 5e when they're badass again. Trooper, do you only play badass bards? Krellin asks, and the answer is yes. Maybe? Yes. That's right. That's it. Yes. What's your favorite thing you've learned with the lyre so far? I will answer that question in a second. Wasn't your noble on Dot Sunday Funday a bard? No, he was a fighter. My Sunday Funday bard Florian, who I hope one day I will play again, I've got his character sheet, was a fighter. He just was a fighter noble. We have so many things to talk about. So many things. You're gonna miss Sunday Funday. No. So like I can never roll below. Yeah, that's right, Sal. Like you can never roll. Well, you technically can, because the D10 explodes. If you roll a 1, that's a fumble, and then you have to roll again and subtract. So you could, if you fumble, roll below what your stat would be. But you know, I want to play both a swashbuckler rogue and a goodish chaotic neutral necromancer. I have a necromancer thing that I want to talk about. My favorite bard I've ever seen is Toad's Kobold Cook Cookie. Okay, that sounds exciting. Yeah, he's a fighter. He's like a master at arms, I think it was. Ice bunny. Ice bunny. Too cold. It's too cold. There were things I wanted to say. Oh, my favorite thing that I played on. So look, seriously, full on. Yeah, a 10% chance to critically fumble. Yeah. Although a critical fumble doesn't necessarily mean you'll fail if you roll well enough, right? I mean, like if you roll high enough, you then roll again and you subtract what you rolled a second time. So like if you rolled like, if you have like, I don't know. So for example, my character Eric has a 10 in empathy and a 6, which is the max you could have as a starting character in persuasion. So I've got a 16 base for persuasion. So if I rolled a 1, which is a critical fail, that puts me at a 17, and then I have to roll a d10 again. And if I rolled like a 2, I'd only be down to a 15, which isn't that bad. So if you are unlucky enough to roll a critical fumble, you may not be in the worst position ever, depending on how you roll afterwards. So, you know, yeah. Look. The question was, what was my favorite thing that I've learned on the lyre? And I'm going to tell you, I cannot play the lyre. I picked it up the night before the show, and I was like, okay, let me go and transcribe this piece of Renaissance music, which I did. And I was like, okay, here's the melody. I only have 7 strings, because it's a 7-string lyre. I'm going to put it basically in this key, and I'm going to go and just play the chord forms, mostly in fifths. So I've only learned one song on the lyre. I have taught myself how to play the lyre. I just made up how to do it. And I've learned one song. It was the song I played last night. That's all I've got so far. But I do love that song. It's the song that I played last night is actually a Renaissance song. It's from the Renaissance. It's by Anonymous. We don't know who did it, but it's a sort of Elizabethan Renaissance tune. And I do want to learn another one, because I feel like there may come a time on The Witcher when I need to sing another emo song, and so I'm going to work on another one. I just have to do some transcriptions, and then we'll see how that one goes. You're just going to work it out. Ice Bunny says, I want to be a sorcerer in Pathfinder. It was so much fun to burn a hole in the butt of my enemy and later scare the dude to do it again. Yeah, Ice Bunny, go play some Pathfinder. Cookie is fat and green, and he gives out homemade pies as his bardic inspiration. I would take a homemade pie, a little hand pie. I'd do it. You can also get stupid low numbers too, because if you roll a 1, then a 10, that 10 explodes, and you subtract the third die roll as well. Ouch. That would suck. that would suck, right? Like that would suck. So you can get really miserable, but they do. It seems like they do try to make it a little bit less swingy. It is crunchy. Some things are being modified, although it doesn't seem like it's crunchy in a way that's too crunchy to handle. There are hit location die. Look, there are secrets in this game, and I cannot wait to share them. Side note, look, just a little side note that you might want to be interested in. You have, depending on your class, there are some adjustments to your stats. Yeah, there's some weird bits of crunch, some surprise crunch, right? Like it's sort of elegant in some ways, but then you're like, oh, that's kind of crunchy in others. So empathy is basically charisma. Is the system getting you to make secrets? Is it Greg or is it the players? The books are existing as a PDF. Yes, they are there, and you can get them from Drive-Thru RPG. Sal says, the 5e character I have waiting in the wings for a possible Meat Space game is a half-elf wizard enchanter, and I'm probably going to multi over to Warlock early to grab some fun evocations like Eyes the Runekeeper, which I feel is important for a wizard spy who steals other wizard schools' arcane secrets. Yeah, I like it. So empathy is basically kind of your charisma-esque, although charisma is an actual skill, but empathy is that score. Empathy is the score that governs things like persuasion, deceit, charisma, and that sort of stuff. And because of my character, I am maxed out at persuasion, sort of at empathy. I'm a 10 at empathy. That's the most you can get. I rolled 110, and I put that 10 in my empathy. But hello, Falcon. But here's an interesting thing. Witchers get a -4 on their empathy because Witcher training does that to you. So the party we have, there are 5 of us, 3 Witchers, a sorceress, and me. And my character has an empathy 10. The sorceress has an empathy 9. And the Witchers have like 2. Their empathy is like empathy 2, which, they're not, yeah. Mm-hmm. They're not full of empathy, our Witchers, which is fine. Krellin says, Drive-Thru made me sad last week. They will not ship items costing over $100 versus USPS, so I could not get the deluxe. Oh. Yeah, it's not good for me to, like, my address is a PO box, and UPS and FedEx sometimes have big problems delivering to PO boxes. Sometimes they just won't, and it's really irritating. Geralt must be the Witcher with empathy 6. Probably. I mean, it's yeah. Sal says, in either Devil's Sight, Fuck You Magical Darkness, or The Invocation, or Mask of Many Faces. All the disguise. Yeah, those are good. Ice Bunny says, wonderful. Now the chance to get them and get the read in a normal amount of time. Yes. Atomica says, my 5e character, who I'll never play, is a gnome gambler rogue class, but his skills are all deception and sleight of hand and perception, not stealth. He has a really happy backstory. He's just really bored. That's fair. Yeah, there's no need for empathy, says Kulan. Not at all. I just, look, I need to tell you all so many things, but I can't. I want to tell you so many things. But PH asked about secrets, and where was it? The book? Was it? It wasn't the book. The book doesn't necessarily encourage secrets. Was it Greg? Was it the players? I imagine it was a little bit of both. Because one of the things is that we were first off, it's a thing that I want to tell you that I love. Krellin says, I still want to find a game I can play Steve Skillman, the multi-class character that has a proficiency in all skills, but I probably never will. So you may or may not know this about me. We're going to play Return of Obra Dinn soon, but it's about starting campaigns. So for me, I think speaking for myself as a GM, also as a player, but as a GM, I think how you start a campaign is crucial. And there is a habit that I do not like that is a very, very much a D&D inspired game, a habit, where players just make characters sort of in absence of other players and also of the campaign itself, right? That D&D itself has a default idea. Like we all know, like there's like, what is a D&D campaign? You're an adventurer, you kill things and you get stuff. Like there's like this somehow idea that you don't need any kind of guidance from the GM because the guidance is already there. You're just a wandering adventurer. And so players will often just make characters sort of on their own. Like, I mean, how many times, yeah, bring your characters the first session. Oh no, there are 3 druids. Yeah, just bring your characters and somehow we'll just work it all out. And the book has a neat optional section for rolling your entire character's background. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And then none of them make sense in the setting, right? Because somehow there's like no setting even. And it's a habit that is fairly widespread. And oftentimes players will feel a little bit resentful if they get more guidance, right? Because they actually want to be able to play whatever they want, and they don't want to be told, actually, that doesn't make any sense. So, right, that's a little bit tricky. Krellin says, I generally bring several characters, most of whom have flexible backgrounds, so I can mold them around the group setting. See, that's really nice. That's really nice. And Kulan says session 0 becomes important, but a lot of D&D games don't have session zeros, which is sort of amazing to me. Like maybe now that we're in the 21st century, more of them will, but a lot of times it hasn't been historical practice that you have a session 0. More like the GM says, sometimes if you're going really old school, you just make you just all show up and make your characters right then and there, because first of all, characters don't take much time. But like there's just, a lot of conversation has not, we did a lot of that. My Atomica says, my 5e campaign is based around investigators in a city. They have been very non-murder hobo. Well, that's nice. Sal says, we have an Arctic druid, a coast druid, and a desert druid. This campaign starts in a swamp. I have been there. Krellin says, I also just like making characters. That's why City of Heroes was my MMO jam. That is fair. Javai says, I so much prefer being told in advance what doesn't work, so I don't end up having to create a new character 2-3 sessions in because it makes no sense. I don't enjoy it as a result. Yes, ditto. Kulan says, maybe it's because I never got to play, but I see a session 0 as super useful. Kulan, it is super useful. I'm all about it. It just is kind of a slightly newer concept. People didn't really do that back in the day, and it was a habit not to do it. Right? PH, I'm playing a Warforged demon-slaying paladin. Actually, there are no Warforged in this world. It's very low tech. And also, we're fighting other humans. I don't think we'll see any demons. Curse you, GM, for stomping on my creativity. Right, no, that is exactly how it often happens. And, that's, yeah, right? Look, we were playing during our lunch hours at school. We didn't have time for sessions. It's true, like, I played during my lunch hour at school, too. Like, you just kind of didn't do it. So I am, unlike that habit, I am very much a fan of some kind of starting guidance. And it can be mysterious. I'm not saying it has to be, I prefer something like, hey, in this game where it's going to be city-based, we're going to be in Waterdeep and you're going to be investigators. Is everybody cool with being investigators in Waterdeep? And everyone's like, yes, we want to play investigators in Waterdeep. And then everybody makes an investigator to be in Waterdeep. And then how great is that life? Right? This is where my life is. So we've got get the people together, sort setting, what works, smart. Yeah, these are smart things, Kulan. I feel like this is the life. Atomica says, I have a possible new player and I'm not sure I want to okay their new character they want to make. Say no. 2 halflings in a long coat trying to pass as a human. You do not have to say yes to character creation. If it will not work with the tone or setting of your game, say no. This is like, I know that there's all this GM advice saying, say yes to your players. My advice is say no to your players. Not all the time, but like your job as the GM is to sort of is to be the steward. Like your job as the GM is to be the steward of the game for everyone. And if the tone we're all going for, it does not involve 2 kobolds, 2 halflings in a long coat, then you say no. PH says, I've been playing on Twitch for a good while now, and I have never experienced a session 0 that I found satisfactory. Oh, that's so interesting. It's like my one wish. Tell them to play that one. Tell them to play that in a one shot. Exactly. Yeah. Krellin says, except that one guy who says, no, investigators aren't heroes. I'm going to play a paladin that hates investigators. And you tell him, okay, private. You say, yes, thank you, Krellin. When people do that business, I have very little patience for people who don't want to play the game. That's what I'm going to tell you. Like, if you're here to play the game, right? You're not playing a solo game while everyone else is playing a group game. Don't do that. Don't do it. Levi says, I try to talk to all the players a lot about characters and give them guidelines. Like with my most recent one, if they made an elf or a dwarf, they had to talk to me about it because they have very overwhelming reasons. They each have insular societies and need a reason that you're involved with this adventure. See, that is fair. I also... Yeah, I have a number of guidelines that I have when I run games, and for me they make a lot of sense, but for some people they might be surprised to get them. Sal said, I created a homebrew D&D world that was post-scarcity because people could eat magic, which came from the ground, like benign volcanic eruptions, all over the place. One of my players didn't bother reading the background world information and was a gnome illusionist that tumbled into this world through a multi-dimensional portal from the Forgotten Realms. Oof. Krellin says, the Werewolf 20 book says both. It both has a section on improv where it says yes, say yes, and a section on game setup where it says, if you say no Korax, stick to no Korax. Yeah. Little mana. Yeah, that was the joke. I like it. It's interesting because actually the thing is, I don't think you say no to Power Trip. I think you say no because you're trying to do what's best for the game. And when it comes to yes and, here's my thing. Here's words from Trooper. You want to know who should be getting some yes and advice? Not GMs, players. If anybody needs some yes and advice, it is players. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Like, why are we saying that GMs need to be saying yes and not players? We never give this advice to players. Players could use a healthy dose of do some yes and players. That's all I'm saying. Taki says, my reason for wanting to play a non-evil necromancer is that too many necromancers are undead, summoning weirdos and creeps. Fair. I want to play a pleasant guy who studies life and death, the power of the soul, communing with the souls of people to gain knowledge. A life ended before its time is a tragedy, but the full life well lived is a treasure to cherish. A necromancer might deal with dead tissue, lay restless spirits to rest, protect the dead and their rest. Oh, I love that idea, Taki. I think that's great because I love to sort of play with the stereotypes a little bit and not make it so easy, right? Where everyone's like, oh, we all know, like, break the stereotype a little bit. PH says, if I was to play a Witcher, I think I'd play a knight who wants to rope a Witcher into teaching his soldiers how to fight monsters. Oh, that's very cool. So about setup. For me, I love thinking about, okay, here's the concept, but sometimes I don't always do concept setups. Sometimes I do situation setups. I had one that I like thinking about people, places, times, things as setups for more sort of abstract setups. And I think like one of my more successful little sort of mini series was one where everybody had to be related to this CFO of a mining corporation who's just gone missing. You could be related to this person any way you wanted, but some way related. Or I think I had one where you had to be at a diner in the middle of like nowhere, somewhere like on a lonely road on a diner on New Year's Eve, right? But like sad little lonely diner in the middle of nowhere on New Year's Eve. And that was one of the sort of setups. And like, so each of these different setups gives the players some way to sort of be coherent. But oftentimes what I want is that you make a character who buys into the concept of the campaign. That becomes important, right? Witcher idea. I had the idea of playing a gender non-conforming noble that doesn't want to sit in their palace and actually work to make their people safer, like a Witcher wannabe. Mm-hmm. How about raising the dead to do manual labor because corpses are just meat and people shouldn't have to toil? Oh, Krellin, there was a really great campaign that was in there that was very interesting, where it was one of my good friends. She had a campaign where there was like this evil empire, D&D campaign, evil empire, where it was all basically, it was like a mageocracy with a bunch of necromancers. And the thing is, any citizen of this empire had to agree, if you're going to be a citizen of the empire, you had to agree to give 10 years of your your corpse would do 10 years worth of labor after you died. So like you get to live in this empire and get all the fruits of the empire, and then after you die, necromancers would raise your body and you would do 10 years worth of labor, and then after those 10 years, your corpse would then be put back to rest and then be done. But what that meant was that this empire was way more advanced and had a way better quality of life than all the other empires, because they like, instead of like people doing, like people didn't have to do mining or road work, or all these things they didn't have to do anymore because they had these corpses doing it for them. And so your average sort of peasant actually had a much better quality of life. The empire had great aqueducts. They had like really good plumbing. Infrastructure was amazing. Like it was this sort of like really great place to live, but that's not where the PCs live. The PCs were coming from outside, and they're like, what? Necromancers raising corpses? We must burn the empire because they're evil. And, you know, they weren't. But, like, it was, and I was like, what a great campaign concept. I love that. It was very cool. Javai says, I think depending on the setting, non-evil necromancers are more or less feasible. If I recall correctly, you can do it in D&D, but you can't use most necromancy spells, as they require binding a soul and all that, so a lot of necromancy requires you to enslave souls against their will. Noble's also profession in the expansion book. Mm-hmm. This is also true, says Jer. Levi says, one of the campaigns I proposed to my group was everyone was in court during the king's assassination, so character setup would have been, who were you at court and why are you there? Levi, I love that setup. That is great setup. These are the things that I love. Rissa says, I was in a COC game called Cthulhu, where all the PCs were gathered for the reading of a will, and were all told they had to live in the deceased ancestral home together for a year to collect. That is also a great setup. I love that one. Standards of work would suffer because corpses are expendable. Speaking of necromancy, 3040, would you want undead tending the aqueduct? It's a good question. I don't know. So here's the thing. For this particular campaign, the Witcher campaign, the setup was you will all be attending the funeral of this dead Witcher Ezekon of Kriv. And we had to come up with a character who would be at this funeral. And we all made characters on our own. We talked a little bit amongst about ourselves about like what kind of classes we were interested in. And I mean, but we still did whatever we wanted. It was fine. And so we've all made characters who are connected to Ezekon of Kriv who would go to this funeral. But we didn't, but I think we all probably have secrets that are connected to why we're there and what our relationship to Ezekon is. And we each, this is, I don't think this is a spoiler. We each had a flashback episode. We each did like a 45-minute, 1 hour solo episode with Grimjack, where we sort of did one of these things, like we did like an important moment in our character's backstory that in some ways relates us to Ezekon, and or to why we would be at this funeral in some way. And so I think we've all done ours. I think maybe one person hasn't done theirs yet, but we've all done ours maybe. And there's a lot, and we all have knowledge about Ezekon that the other PCs don't have. So, like, my character was in the town where Ezekon died, and so knows that moment. Like when Ezekon died, my character was in that. There's like a small town was in that area. So my character was in this small little village, and so my character knows some things about Ezekon's death that I think the other characters don't know. But then they know things that I don't know. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. That's all. That's all I'm going to say. If they're just skeletons, I imagine it's fine, says Javai. We're talking about decomposition. Zombies less so. Krellin doesn't have the union exposure I do, I guess. Moving on. I've seen those on those shows. I always like the idea. Yeah, and I've been wanting to do these solo episodes for French Resistance for forever. So I'm excited. What else do I want to tell you? Scraticus at 4. No Cthulhu Confidential this Sunday, but next Sunday will be part 2 of Capital Color. And I feel like I've got to learn a new song on the lyre. I will work it out. And, oh, hey, Iffy. Trooper, you're all great. Oh, hi. Hey, Iffy. Iffy's doing the overlays for the French Resistance campaign. And the first rough cut of the theme song that Lizard Eats Flies is doing sounds great. So I'm just saying it's going to be really good. It's going to be really, really good. And we're getting there. I'm looking forward. I'm going to tell you all something. This is super serious. It's super serial, everybody. I love RPGs. Everybody loves RPGs for different reasons. And everybody's reasons are valid, and I honor all of the reasons. For me, what I love is creating great art. And I am really excited for the level of commitment all the players in the Witcher game have, and I'm really excited to sort of go through that. And I'm really feeling good about the French Resistance game. That's all. Super serial. Super serial, everybody. Super serial. So I'm gonna oh, I didn't even tell you, we have a giveaway for today. My goodness, I've been so distracted by the squirrel. Our giveaway for today is Spyro Reignited Trilogy, a 3D platformer. And we're going to give that away, in an hour, probably. Really, Trooper, says Kulan? I'd never have guessed you loved RPGs. No, but what I mean... Squirrel. What I mean is that I love... Because there are a lot of different ways to play RPGs, And, oh, good night, PH. Go sleep well, and I will see you around. It's I have it. There, I have a code for it and everything. Like some people play RPGs because they just want to have a goof, you know what I mean? They want to have a laugh, and I think that's cool. But I really like those RPGs that just hit you in the feels. Do you know what I mean? That's and that has always been my life. I want my game to kick me in the face, punch me in an alley, leave me on the side of the road going, oh, the RPG kicked me in the ribs. I want my RPGs to kick me in the ribs. Squirrel. That's all I want. I want all the feels. Yeah, RPGs with a small, intimate audience is really something cool. Yes. I like a good... Anyway, I think The Witcher's going to be that. And I also am having really good high hopes for the French Resistance campaign as well. So those are my feelings. And right now, I'm going to start Obra Dinn. Just going to start it. I'm not saying anything. But, we're just gonna, kick me in the ribs feels big mood. That's all I want. I just want to be kicked in the ribs. And I really like, I've been really enjoying Cthulhu Confidential, the 1 player, 1 GM. I've been really enjoying that. I think one of the things I want to do next is I really want to run something with only 2 players. Levi avoids kicking people in the ribs. Levi. Rissa, that is an adorable bit of bits. And you know what that means? Smack. That means we're gonna have to sing We're in the Money, as sung by Ginger Rogers from the film Gold Diggers of 1933, which means in Pig Latin. But before I do, Krellin said something. In my 40k game, the group sniper got inflicted with a chaos malignancy that makes her think her body's full of worms and she needs to eat dirt to appease them. And I, the group doctor, notice her eating dirt. Now I have to have the awkward conversation where I try to find out if her sudden onset pica is because of pregnancy. Ooh, interesting. Oh, chaos malignancies seem bad. Wait, I think PH went to sleep. And Atomica, give me the question as I sing. Irway and hey, the anime. Irway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale at way of way at XT ute at gale young way. Irway and hey, the anime. Eve I skays are ani say. Oh man, the ashen pray, ooh are ooh, there you uste unway on rayo. Ewe every eadway at leons lay, of way at Brian's lay, ute day. And we see the anly or let the eye are in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. So exciting. There's a lyric for the feels that made me think of, wait, gotta look it up. Do it. Chaos malignancies and or mutations are great in the worst possible way. I also love that. Hello, Toad. Hello. Yeah, so look, this is what I'm thinking. No one is pregnant, but pregnancy is the most logical reason for sudden onset pica. My doctor would think of. Yeah, because I feel like you don't immediately go to, you know, chaos malignancies. I feel like that's not like the most immediate space that you go. So here's what I'm thinking, everybody. We have got, what did we achieve? What did we achieve? Atomica, what did we achieve? You have to tell me. Immortality? Maybe. These tarred shingles are great with avocado. Ooh. Toad, Taki says. One time in a 5e game, I played a nature paladin. In the season finale, the tribe had sent a group into a cave filled with a hive mind of ghouls. In the end, he chose to sacrifice himself to stem an overwhelming flow of ghouls to let the rest get to escape. He went down hard. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. You know, I actually, I'm kind of fascinated a little bit by the way, I feel like there's a lot we can sort of, we can make up, like, so there's somebody from Sierra Leone. There's a lot going on here. I have some thoughts. 40 we're distracted achieve. I see you. The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. And then a B or an F or an M will appear. And then I say Bo at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fan, or info. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain. Then a fee, fine, a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can't rhyme. Crit twitch, bo bit twitch, banana, fana, fo fit twitch, fee, fi, mo mit twitch, crit twitch. Got the double T, got it for me and for you. Crit Twitch, thank you for the resub. 31 months. Crit Twitch, you're old. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, wait. There was a oh, I can't even look back. So what we have here, are you going, Crit? Crit, are you leaving? That's TC seems like take care. What? Cheryl spent 3 sessions grinding Pikachus trying to catch a shiny in Let's Go Pikachu, and when a shiny finally spawned, it was a shiny Metapod. Ooh. Oh, Trooper, says Sal. How handholdy can my yelling about this game be? Like, I'm trying to work it out, you know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna say. We're just, right now, mostly it's been about me figuring out how to do some of the controls. So look, here's what I'm thinking. There are 6 people that I think we can maybe figure out a little bit more. And I have some thoughts. So Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. I'm gonna just say that I think I've got these people because this woman here is clearly the older one from the younger one. Like, this is the younger one from the older one. And so we're going to just put this in here because she must then be Miss Jane Bird. And no, sorry, she's not Miss Jane. It's the other one who's Miss Jane Bird. No, that's not right. Oh, come on now. Stop it. Bah. You are not Miss Jane Bird. No. I'm pretty sure the captain killed everyone, probably. So you are not Miss Jane Bird. You are Emily Jackson, because Miss is the younger one, and I believe you are alive. Oh, really? Well, how am I supposed to know that? Well, I don't know. May I suggest checking, say, the name of the person that sent you the book and the pocket watch? Oh. All right. I will do that. So first off, fine. And then this one here is the younger one. And so she is Miss Jane Bird. That is a thing that I believe. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that's true. Let's see. The journey. Here we go. Henry Evans. What do we know about Henry Evans? First off, what do we know about this crew? I'm going to read you some... Henry Evans is the surgeon. Interesting. So, Henry Evans did not die. Well, that's interesting. So... give me a second. So, you're on the Obra Dinn. Blah, blah, blah. Failing health. Also, you can tag people's unknown role if you know their job. I do have that. I did that. I figured that out, which was really good. Yeah, let's read this, shall we? So this is from 1807. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but I've elected to keep them private for now. So I feel like this fellow, Henry Evans... Where are you, Henry Evans? Mr. Evans, I feel like you are alive in Morocco, except that we'll just do that then, right? Oh, hey! We just got 3 more fates. Who did we get? Henry Evans? Hok Seng Lao? And Roderick Anderson. I feel good about that. So now the question is there anyone that we have perhaps wrong or that we could do a better job at? Let's see. So unknown is fine. Unknown. Shot cannon unknown. Unknown. More unknowns. Still more unknowns. Also more unknowns. So it looks like nobody is wrong so far. It looks like we don't have anybody wrong. So that's good. But that does mean that we should be able to know something about... There are things that we should be knowing. So any fit you've completely filled in is wrong in at least one aspect. And we have nothing else that's completely filled in. So that, I think, is good. Found it. Earworm lyric was bugging me. Close Encounter got you wide open. Heartache got your boombox going. Music and vocals. What song is that? Who's it by? I have weird lyric pings all the time. So it doesn't look like anybody is done yet. So I actually think that we've got, I think there's more things we can do. But, so we've got these two women, our passengers, and we don't know where they are, but we know that they are, oh, yes, nice. We know they're alive, but we can figure out when we last saw them, right? So we last saw them where? We're gonna just check in with them. Let's show them memories, bookmark them, show them on the deck map. As Evans. Well, if he escaped, that means, I don't think many people escaped though, right? So let's see. We get them. Wait a minute. This is where I'm at right now, right? So I think our three memories, we have the doom and we have the escape. So the doom is when we get Abigail dying. Oh, you just ordered the burning wheel. Well, you know, apparently they, we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna just, do a little bit of working things out. There was a body that was moved. We're gonna check out her body, give a look-see. There's a new edition of Burning Wheel that I think changed some of the language I didn't like. The graphics are so cool in this game. Awkward, but we know this is Martin, right? Yes, we know that's Martin. Yeah, it is. Yeah, like, oops. See, because here's the problem. There's some problems here, and they are monsters, is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, this is all bad. And here we have our passengers. But this is not a passenger. This is the first mate Stewart, Paul Moss. And then this is our, looks like young woman and chaperone is what I would say, right? These are our two. Right, that's them. So I am going in with this one being the younger. But yeah, this is not like, oh look, it's bad. I chose to sacrifice my character to make for a better story. Let my companion escape from a hopeless situation and take down as many of the ghoulies as possible. Besides, he had fought with them before and kind of had begun to hate them with a passion. Yeah, if he, tentacles are bad is what we've learned. It's what we've learned. And there's some tentacles here, so that's in the way. This is a person who's one of our, see, this person is one of our, I imagine, some kind of, this is an important person, and I need to figure out who they are. Nothing wrong with giant tentacle monsters until they try to mate with your sailing vessel. This is fair. I'm just gonna give a quick, oh, that's a big ocean wave that's in our way. Like, this is all bad. I don't mean to be defeatist about it, but there are bad things happening here. And I will just finish our look around to see who's here in this bad, terrible storm. Oh, hey, that's a body that I don't recall really thinking about. I'm going to come back to that body for a second, if you don't mind. And these are people trying in vain to fight against terrible, terrible monsters. It's fine. And you. See, like, we've got some people up here, and I need to know who they are. What? I don't mean to be defeatist. Most people on the ship are dead. Wah, wah. So I'm going to hit this corpse right here. Half a body. Wait a minute. I have a thought. Oh, this is our guy. From Papua New Guinea. Yeah. Yeah. Who's being ripped in half. It's super awkward, everybody. There's shooting. There's excitement going on. I like how this is a little bit of a newsprint feeling to it, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, you know, Fate of Cthulhu has a new option where you can concede where you die, but oh gosh, this is bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to be rude, but it's bad. But you can basically do a heroic sacrifice is one of the ways to sort of get out. Which I will add. So let's go to the other two parts where they were seen, which I think are these two right here, and see if we can maybe get a little bit more about them, because I have a thought. If we can find out where this happened, the escape part, where the escape happened, we might be able to figure out where they...
Let them go.
Hey, she Witten shot some people. Good for her. Good for her, shooting some people. And who's down there? Oh. That's our doctor, right? He's down there. So we know that he escaped, she escaped. Who else is on this ship right now? Right, we've got her, the doctor. You know what's so funny about these games? I always feel like if I move forward, then I can see better, but that's silly. And then her. And then this person, who is the fourth mate student, who I actually think might be alive. I mean, he looks like he's, as far as we know, it looks like he's alive. You, my friend, you're shot, though, right? You're shot. Yeah, I do really like that newspaper etching style. It's... Okay, wait. We actually can solve that right there. You, my friend... Oh, no, yeah. No, you were shot by her. So, you were shot... I think we can solve that. You were shot by the passenger, Emily Jackson. Yeah, it looks like the lifeboat got away. And... because he is not fired yet. All right, so we just filled that in. And then I think we just have to hit this person here. And we'll see what we get, if we get anything else. So we need part 2 and part 6 of Escape, I think.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last punch.
Paul. Paul, look out, she says. There's some fighting. All right, so this is this one. This person here is getting stabbed. Oh, that's Paul Moss, the first steward. So we got him. Oh no, he's killed by someone who I think we can maybe identify. Who are you? I'm Leonid Volkov. So, hey, look at us. We're rocking on. So you, were killed with a sword by Leonid Volkov. Look, I'm feeling great about our life. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Leonid Volkov. Yes. Well, we did all of the scenes, but I don't think we finished it because we haven't found the doctor yet. And so we're at 3 and 4 of the Escape. So we're on the Escape. Where does this Escape happen? The Escape happens here. Between the off the coast of Africa, between Madeira, Azores, Canary Islands. So I'm super on a roll. I might finish today. And logic puzzles all tend to fall into place quickly. This is what I'm feeling too. I feel like we're gonna sort of pick it up. So here's the thing: we have a bunch of people who escape right around Madeira, and I don't necessarily know where these other people have ended up, but let's see. We're by the Azores and Madeira, right? Which means maybe we can so look, she's alive. And we can say the Azores, but I actually don't know if that's true. But that's where they escaped. I don't know where they went though. Come on, game. Well, if he's in Africa, but his health is failing. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, let's say that they stuck together. Oh, hey. All right. Okay, she's in Africa, which means we think Miss Jane Bird is in Africa. Yes. Yeah, I think so too. Okay. Yes. And they all bless the rains down in Africa. Okay. So I'm feeling good about this, which means we can actually say that our other passenger, where is she? Here she is. We can say that Miss Jane Bird is also alive and in Africa. I'm feeling really good about this, everyone. But now the Azores, are Azores not Spain? Well, they're islands, but I don't even have Leonid Volkov's name. I feel like playing my version of the game too. I'm playing my, oh, do it. Yes, I don't want to forget Paul. So here's the thing, Paul, oh no, I got Paul, I got him. I think he was one of the people that we got, right? Because we have him, yeah, he is clicked in. But the question I have is about this person right here. Davy James. We currently have an unknown fate for him, and he disappeared in Escape. I think he also should be in Africa, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, I think just to make sure, if we go with crew, we're looking for Davy James, who's different. Yeah, they belong to Spain. Davy James, who's like a fourth mate steward. And let's show these memories on the deck map, because I just want to make sure that the last time we see him is in escape. Yeah. At 6, 5, 6, 7 the Doom. Oh, hold on. 7 the Doom. 3 murder. 9. Okay, so he's escaped. Yeah, it looks like I deserve my angiography. Mountains belong to the sky. It is known. So we're going to say that Davy James is also alive in Africa. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so first off, we did that. I'm feeling great about my life. We also have a bunch of people that we know were clubbed or killed by people, but we might now be able to figure out who clubbed and killed them. But I want to have a discussion with you all. Yeah, that's right. The Azores are islands. They belong to Spain. So here's the thing. There are some people I think we can work out. And the two of them were those two women. The other here is Winston Smith and Marcus Gibbs, our carpenter and carpenter's mate. So this is the problem that I have. It's the carpenter and carpenter's mate, and who is who? And this is... Yeah, I think they are. And the thing is, I know who they are. I know which are the two, if that makes any sense. In the sense that... Look, here, I can show you. I can show you what I mean. Here, if we go to the ship, we can actually go to where is it? It's down here, the carpenter shop, right down here, which is the Orlop deck. And I'm going to go down there and I'm going to show you what I mean. Because if we go to the... Hello? Who are you? Yeah, they are. So the thing is, I see them together a lot. I've seen them in the... So basically there are two more pairs. These two, and then also these two brothers. And if we can figure out which one is which, that's going to be another 4 people. And if we can get that going, I think we're going to be in a really good space. Also, I think we can identify a bunch of other people that we can, like, who's been killed by whom. And I think we can really clear up a bunch of stuff real fast. So, because as Krellin says, we are in that moment. So this right here is the carpenter's zone. And we have a scene where people are here. I think this one might be it. Let's see. Yeah, I think it should just get easier and easier. And I think there are a bunch of people that we might be able to now...
Heads are here. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. Here? Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Chuck?
Mind your shoes now.
The name game. Come on, everybody. I said, now let's play a game. I bet you I can make a rhyme out of anybody's name. The first letter of the name, I treat it like it wasn't there. and then a B on F. On M will appear. And then I say bow at a B, then I say the name, then banana, fanner, and foe. And then I say the name again with an F, very plain, then a fee, fi, and a mo. And then I say the name again with an M this time, and there isn't any name that I can rhyme. Weird vectors, weird vectors, weird vectors, bow, beard vectors, banana, fanner, foe, feared vectors, fee, fi, mo, meared vectors. Weird vectors. Thank you so much for the sub. 4 months in a row. Also, it was pretty weird singing that with this music in the background, but I did it. Just note. So I feel like we might get. Do we not have the carpenters in this scene? Beard vectors. Yeah, I feel like beard vectors are pretty hardcore. Also, who are our people here? Do we have them all identified? Peter. That, I believe, is our butcher. Not you. You. You are Thomas Lank. And you're my friend who's, yeah, poor guy, Charles. This game is so good, Weird Vectors. Right now I'm trying to find the scene that will get me to the, basically I need to find the carpenters. I know they hang out here. Hello, how are you all? How's everything going in here? I see you're guarding people who get kidnapped badly. Who else is hanging out down here right now? You with a monkey. Henry Evans, he's alive. And people carrying a body. I don't want to talk about the body right now. I want to find the carpenter. Oh, who are you? You're one of our... people who died. Sort of awkward. So here's what's what. There's a scene that I need to find where we have the carpenters. Let's see if we can find it. On the Orlop deck, a bitter cold. On the gun deck, no. In the surgeon's room. Oh, okay. Come back, Taki. Come back when you're done, if you want to. You know, don't judge you. So we have to find the scene where we have the carpenter, because if we can find them, maybe it was actually just no, because the carpenter's on the Orlop deck, so we just have to find. Look, we're gonna find it. And I actually don't think that... No. Murder, they weren't there. They weren't on the main deck. We have a bunch of people who are identified, and we know how they died, but not who killed them, which means I think we can probably fill that in the sense that on the open sea, like there's a bunch of people we don't have yet. Because I think that there's basically, we can get, you know what? I think because now that we've identified some people, we can sort of fill in that identification. But by the way, I actually think we might have, in this beast space might be where, no, we're on the Orlop deck. We have to go to the Orlop deck. I think that's where we can find the people we need. See these, oh, hello. These are our brothers. This guy here might be one of the might be one of the carpenters. So maybe we go there. Maybe we go... We're going back to see... Okay, here's another Orlop deck. Burn to death. This might also... Yeah, I think this guy here is either the carpenter or the carpenter's mate. So... He's like... I think both of the Americans are black. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to bookmark his memories. And then I'm going to show them on the deck map. And we're going to see what we can do. So let's go to Unholy Captives. Yes. Oops. I think if we can just get the right body, we're on the Orlop deck. There's a little chicken. I just need a body. That's really all I need. I just need a body. Oh, you're back. Nice. I really feel like there's a lot we can do. But let's identify some bodies. Let's go with this one. Because I think the bodies down here might help us. Let's see. Okay, awkward. So, we are looking for... Okay, so down here, so here's, look, this is what I'm trying to tell you, right here. This guy here and this guy here are this is where we're at, right? This is where we're at. These two people here are the carpenter and carpenter's mate. This is who they are, but the question is, which one is which? Which one is which? So this guy comes out and is holding the hammer. All right. And then this guy is sewing sewing boards. So the carpenter, that's a really crass way to refer to your boyfriend. Maybe yes. I mean, maybe the fact that he's sawing means that he's the mate because that seems a bit more like busy work, right? So let's try this. If you are... I don't think they do. This is the thing that's really terrible. If I look at their memories... If we look at their memories, what do we have? We have these unholy captives, which I don't think we actually get anything good there. If we go to, let's see, the ship. Loose cargo, part 1 and 2. This is... see, that's a question, though, but the ship is not American, right? And so that's the thing. Slavery's outlawed in the UK, and they're on this British ship, so it could be either way. So this person is crushed by cargo. That's not going to help us. That also is not going to help us. We've read through that. We've got a bunch of stuff here. Like if I could see them doing more, you know, a bitter cold, we saw that one. A bitter cold part 1. Oh, that's when people are getting sick and dying. maybe. See, this for me is like the really tricky part. That it's always late. Kulan, I think Brazil abolished slavery after the US, so yay. Like weren't the last. We weren't the first. Soldiers of the Sea. So like because there were a lot of people being killed in terrible ways. And the escape, where were you in the escape? Yeah, so this person is around a lot, actually. Which, you know what we could do? I have an idea. What if rather than focusing on this person, we focus on this person and see how many memories they're in? Soldier of the Sea is very different from Chicken of the Sea. So this person's only in 4 memories. So I'm going to bookmark these memories and then show them on the deck map and see if looking at their memories might help us. Like, where? Wait. 1. Okay. Okay. They're at the murder. So they're at the shooting. What are they doing there? Oh, they're watching. So they're just watching. So we have this person watching, this person near the bosun. So here's the thing. This person is standing near the bosun. This person is not. That could be a thing in terms of their placement. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of info at that execution. So then we've got the execution. I'm just going to give a quick look. Wait, that doesn't seem right. No, that wasn't what I wanted. Come now. Right, 4 memories. Showed a picture on the map. Unholy Captives, which is where we're at right now, right? Unholy Captives, part 3 and 4. And Soldiers of the Sea. And here. So I think we should probably look at Unholy Captives. And this, we should go down to, we're in the Orlop deck right now. We've looked at this one. And we should probably go to the cargo hold. Okay. I'm still guessing. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this person right now as the carpenter's mate at the moment because they are doing the Marcus Gibbs. Oh, hey, we were right. Because he's sawing and he's not stepping outside. You know what I mean? Like it feels like that feels more... Okay, we were right. Okay, we're good. She's great. He's great. Okay, look. We're doing really well. We're doing really well. Which means that we can confirm this guy is Winston Smith, who was spiked by Terrible Beast. So that is good. I'm feeling super good about where we're at right now. You're still guessing? Well, I'm still standing. I was thinking the guy sawing would be the carpenter, like, oi, subordinate, look at what's outside the door. But I kind of feel like if you're the main carpenter, you don't saw your own planks. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's got the hammer, and I just feel like you have your mate do the sawing, because that doesn't seem like a fun job. That was my thought on that one. Like, who wants to do that? Not convinced yet. No, I'm right on that one because yeah. I've got that one. So we've got those two. Now there's another pair that I want to deal with, and that is these pair right here. We know who these two people are, but the question is which one is which. Oh, actually, Oh, no, it felt that way to me. It felt that way to me. I was like, because he was the one who was like, also the other reason why I thought that he was the carpenter is because he is standing here next to the bosun. So he's standing kind of with more important people while he's just kind of standing out by himself. Was wondering how you're supposed to figure it out, as your logic seemed to make sense, but not be enough. Apparently there's a scene where Gibbs calls the other carpenter his boss, apparently. Really? I did not see that one. But for me, a lot of like where you're standing on this ship seems to be important as well. So these two people here, unknown and crushed by cargo, these two people are the brothers, I think. And these are the Peters brothers. Oh, come on, boss. No, get down. That's good. So these two people, I think, are the Peters brothers. Now, the question is... No. Hey, stop that. Come on, boss. No, get down. Oh, that's good. Hey, getting spiked by things. Awkward. Let's get out of here, shall we? Because I feel like we need to deal with these two brothers. Hey, sports balls. So we've got two brothers, and we need to figure out which one is which. And here's what we're looking at. I think it's these two right here. This one's crushed by a cargo. This one is unknown. And one of them... Wait. I think, actually, we might be able to figure this out. Right? I think we might be able to figure it out. Hold on. Crew. So, no, come back here. So this one has one memory, crushed by falling cargo. We're going to bookmark it, and then we're going to show it on the deck map. One memory. He was crushed by falling cargo. Here. I'm going to read it. Make way coming through, Orlop stern, neath the tiller, lower away, oi, wait, no, down below, and then he gets killed. And then the other one... Oh, and then it looks like his brother was also present. And he's around a lot. This guy's around a lot. And we're going to bookmark his memories. Yeah. Oh, it's the dead guy speaking, right? So I don't think he spoke at all. So let's show the memories. Because here's the thing. This guy... We know, here's what we know. There are two brothers, last name Peters. Is that all? That's when he gets killed. If we can figure out which one is which, then I think we've got another really loose cargo part 2. Yeah, we saw that. He sees his brother getting killed. It's very awkward, and I'm very sad for him, because that's no good. And we saw that. So then we have unholy captives, because there's a thing where he actually really gets talking. Wait. I know what we do. Hold on. I know what we do. We go to his death, and maybe we can learn something about it. I feel like this is a thing that we can do right now. He dies... Where? Where does he die? Do we actually know where he dies? Maybe we don't know where he dies. That's 6, 5, 2, 6, 6, 5, 6. Okay, he's at the escape. I think. Okay, look, there's a whole dialogue where his brother was where he was said, like, I tried to save your brother, and it was in... Oh, he's at the very end, this guy. Okay, so he's at the very, very end. Okay. So... Oh, and he went off... Oh. This guy's super sketch. He's one of our mutineers. Am I really? Oh. Oh. Well, that's no fun. If I'm just looking at the whole... No, I don't want to look at the whole ship. I want to look at the crew. I want this guy. No, not you. This guy. And he's got 15 memories, though. He disappeared in the Doom. Oh, okay. Well, he disappeared. So, look, there's a whole scene that we have to get to that's about... that's about his... There's a whole discussion about his brother. And... Hello, Thorgardonson. Thorgard Odinson. You lurk me all you want. I totally respect that. Yeah, no, he's in a lot of scenes, but there's a scene, maybe it's where somebody dies and he feels really badly about it. And if we can find that scene, because there's a conversation, and that conversation is about like trying to save someone, and I think that's the one that will give us the Thorgard Odinson. I think that's the one that will give us... Is it here? No, this is not it. This is not the one. We're gonna just find it. What's his chances? Lung disease? No. Look, there's a whole thing. Oh! Somebody's watching me, and I have no privacy. Whoa, I always feel that somebody's watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream? Thorgard Odinson, thank you for following. Wait, there's a scene where someone dies. It's true. Procan is watching you too, maybe, if he feels like it. And when he is watching, he may not actually be helpful. I mean, I'm just saying, that's the thing about him. So I think, actually... Look, there's a scene, and I've got to just find it. His brother dies here. Right? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. If I find it, I know it. And it'll be... Actually, this is just a dream. It's all a dream. You're still in high school and you have a test tomorrow. That would be bad. That would be bad. On your toes, boys. How can you do this? Load her up. We best push off. Let me go. Give her here, will you, Captain? Slack the lifts and lower the boats. Oh, this is when they get kidnapped. And then this is where it's all bad. Keep course due east. We'll reach the Canaries in 3 days. You packed enough stores? Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them up myself. Good. Stay quiet and alert. Slim. All right. Mother of God. It's one of our Russians. Keep rowing. They are here. Bang the chest. Where is it? There. Something there. I see it. Give us a weapon. Miss Slim, stay down. Pick up the oars, you fools. Oh, Hagen, are you breathing? Can you row? Help. Nichols, sir. Shoot them for God's sake. I have it. Hold on. Are you there, Miss Lim? Ahoy, they're back. Get the captain ahoy. Recover the boats. Wait, don't shoot. I have treasure. I yield. It's gonna get shot anyway. This is the worst nightmare of all. We're going to come back to those folks, but there is a scene. Lift this out and take it below. What the hell's going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends? What are these monsters? Where are they from? You must tell us everything. This is your fault. The shell must be protected. We will all die. All right. But there's a scene. We're looking for it. Clear the deck, move the boats astern, and throw the bodies over. Watch your footing. Hey there. What's this? Given to me and I can fire us a solid meal. Right, okay. Cool, I breezed through all my high school tests anyway. I did well in my tests. I didn't do my homework, though. So there's that, but we're looking for... Look, I know what we're looking for. There's a scene that I remember reading that Demon, it's already done for, Nick. That one I think might be important for a second because figure out what language that is. Burn it quick. Not the one. Yeah, I did really good on my tests. I did homework when it was interesting. I just didn't do it when it was busy work. And then that was a thing that happened. And it happened. Doom. Okay. Let me on. Over my dead body, you bloody Dane. How's that? There's no cause for trouble, boys. Get in the boat. Thought I'd forget you killed my brother. What, that was an accident, the ropes. It wasn't his fault. I saw the whole thing. Lies. I shouldn't have waited so long. No, don't. So here's the thing. Right now we know about... So Clysel is clubbed by one of these two brothers, and the question is, which one of the two brothers is it? And if we can figure it out, that's the question. Do you think Demon seems Danish to you? And if you pass the test but don't do the homework, they both assume you're cheating on the test and you're grade yourself. Oh, they didn't assume that I was cheating. They just thought that I was not applying myself. Loose cannon. Hold on, throw open the powder. So there was a thing about trying to save the mother. Okay, right. Bargain. I feel like... I understand it when you spent several grueling hours explaining a single concept. I aced the weekly quiz. What do I need the homework for? Yeah. Put me down, let me go. Easy now, you're in a bad way. The squid, where's my Frenchman? The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart. Verdammpt, the beast is dead. How did you kill it? We didn't. It left with the storm. The captain came up from the hold, said he chased it off. You should rest. Okay. Last one, move quick. Oi, you'll not take the last boat. Paul, look out. We got that. Right. Enough. Captain cannot be trusted. You have a plan? Yes. We take the ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Huh? Who's there? Mutiny, fresh bastard. No. I think it's around here. It's all this, you damned fool. Here. Oh, you're cut. Don't leave me. Bear up, son. I'll stay with you. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. You tell yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit. Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. So I think this might be a thing. No, it's not the thing. I was wrong. Dang it. Yeah, he was. So, if we go back to... It's a lot of murder right here. Yeah, there's a lot of murder here. So here's what I'm thinking. If we go back here, we see the crew. We have the two brothers, and they are the Peters brothers. Oh, I think he bled out, actually. So here we have Samuel Peters, and then we have Nathan Peters. Right, Samuel and Nathan Peters are these two brothers. And one killed this other guy. So the question is, which one is which? And this is very frustrating. How do I know? Nathan or Samuel Peters? Do you see what I'm saying? I know that those are the two Peters brothers, but I don't know which one is which. So instead, yeah, this is, let's just find out where you died. And, you know, we're gonna go for some easy wins right now, and figure out, oh, gun deck. I think we're on the Orlop deck, right? Nothing the game requires guessing. Right. So that means there's going to be a clue in there somewhere. And I figure we will... Ooh, bodies. You put in one random to the game. No. That's not... My half-brother is an insurance adjuster, and it probably is. So we want the end, which should be... That's the front of the ship, if I remember correctly. So we want to go over here towards the back of the ship, I think. Yes. We're going to get some people clubbed on the head. Because I think we can maybe get someone... We're going to fill in some people. It'll work out for us. Yeah, so this guy gets clubbed by this guy. Who are you? Have we identified you? Henry Brennan. Yes, we have. Which means you... See, this, like, I think we just get some of the, we're going to get some of the easy ones. Henry Brennan. Because there are a bunch of people that we can just fill in right now, and then we'll have a better sense of who's left. All right. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to fill in the things that we, you know what I mean? I know what I mean. So this guy here, Alfred Kleistel, was also clubbed by unknown attacker. Oh, he was killed by one of the Peter brothers. The Peters brothers, but I don't know which one. James Wallace, the surgeon's mate. Oh, let's try to figure out what happened to some of these people. Hello, Martin Parrott. It is lesser. We only share one Parrott and didn't grow up together. First memory. Bookmarked memories. Show them on the deck map. Let's figure out the latest time we saw him. 2, 5. You know what? We're going to just be really good about this. 5, Unholy Captives. 7, the Doom 5. 7, the Doom 2. 3, 7, Doom 7. And then he's at Doom 8. Doom 8. Doom 8. We were up there, weren't we? Let's leave me alone. I feel so bad for some of these people. Fit it in until the game confirms you're wrong. Oh, thank you, Jer. Thank you. We're gonna do a giveaway while we go up here and sort of deal with Elizabeth's body and figure out what happened to Martin. We're gonna do a giveaway. It's Spyro. Oh, I don't have access to my... We're doing our 3D platformer, so all you gotta do is just say something in chat in the next 5 minutes, and then we'll do it. Oh. Yeah, and so we're gonna... We saw this. I see you, Ice Bunny. So actually, I think this is the person we are trying to figure out what happened to them. Yes. Yes. So... Right. Dear Martin, you are here. This is the last time we see you. But it doesn't look like you're dead. Do you see what I'm saying? It doesn't look like Martin's dead. I mean, this is bad. Come on, German Sparkle Party, Sparkle Party, Sparkle Party. I know we've had so much progress. Maybe Atomica. Yeah. Because that's the thing, this is our third mate, Martin. And I'm not seeing a lot of evidence as to what happened to him, because I do not see a body, is what I'm trying to tell you. It's what I'm trying to tell you. Maybe. That's true. There is a locked chapter. So we don't, at the moment we don't know. Alfred Kleistel was clubbed by one of the Peters brothers, but which one I don't know. One of these people, we have a Dane, right? We have a Dane? Do we have a Dane? Let me see if we have a Dane. We do have a Dane. Lars Linde is our Dane, which means we might be able to identify Lars Linde. Yes. So let's, that one page, we're gonna get, the one with the demon, where they talked about the demon. That was where? Clear the deck. Nope. Nope. Maybe? Nope. Where's our demon? Where's our demon? Because I feel like if we can get that one, we can probably find who's maybe. There. Here we go. A demon out of the way, beat to the quarters, enemy aboard. What's going on? Stay back. It's already done for Nick. Come on, boss. No, get down. Hey, catch. So let's go here, which is on the gun deck right here. So let's find this person's body and see if we can identify someone right there, because that might no, you could, it's fine, because if we can do that, it's, I feel like every little piece, now we're just sort of filling in certain spots. Hold on. That's the back. That's the front. And we're looking for a body. Oh, where was it? Closer to the front. Steps this way. Probably right around here. Hello, bodies. Was this you? Oh, I could probably actually just tell. Yeah.
What's going on? Stay back. It's already done for Nick. Hey. Come on, boss. No, get there. Hey, cat.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, this is them, right? The carpenter and his mate. Right? We have got in this scene somebody crying about a demon, probably in Danish. It's not this thing. Let's see who else might be. Let's just make sure we're not missing anybody. Oh. Who are you? Sorry, there's somebody sneaking around here. That's one of the Peters brothers. Samuel and other Peters. Samuel and other Peters. See, the thing is, right, I'm also wondering, but did we actually already get our Nick? Let's see. Nunzio. And it already got a Nick. There's Nicholas. I think that's Nicholas Boterel who has been spiked. So I think our Nick, Nathan and Samuel. So we've already got Nathan and Samuel. But we know that's not Linde. So Linde is either this guy here, who it's not, because that's Alfred Kleistel, who's Austrian, and N is not at all German. You are John Davies and are not our fellow. It could be you. No, because you are Davy James. So somewhere in here we have a Dane. Oh, that is so creepy, everybody. Are you up here? Oh my gosh. Could our Dane... Where's somebody? Maybe not. Well, who am I missing in here? Who am I missing in here? Someone is missing. I know who those people are. You know what? What scene is this? This is, I know how we do it. I know how we do this. Maybe the Dane is the murderer? It's possible. This is my thought. I have a thought. Work with me here. We go to the book and we let it tell us, because there are 6 people present, right? Who are the 6 people? Marcus Gibbs, Davy James, John Davies, Winston Smith, Alfred Kleistel, this guy, I feel like, who is this person? This person here is an unknown soul, and I think this is the only person who was in that scene who was unaccounted for. So I think this has got to be Lars Linde. Because he's our last unidentified person, where everybody else is basically identified. Which I think we did, I think we did pretty good. Now, let's try to finish up some things. Crushed by a beast. Spiked. You, Thomas Lanke, you were knifed by an unknown person. Well, let's just find out who did it. Philip Dahl, the captain steward. Can you zoom in on him in the scene, please? Let's see if we can. Where would he be? You want our Lars? Let's see if we can find him. We know he's in here, but he's not you. 1, 2. 3. That's Kleistel. 4, 5, 6. That guy. Yeah, the guy we just ID'd. I'm trying to find him in the scene. Yeah, he might have been the guy in the upper deck. Not that one. Here. This is him right here. That's him. That's our guy. That's him hiding, saying, "Oh no, a demon." And they're like, "Oh no, everything is bad." 'Cause, right? Everything is bad. So I think this will have to be him. Oh, that's an open shirt, though it might have been a necklace or something. Oop. Because it's this guy here. Where is he? He's like that guy. And yeah. So we've done that. I think we just go for the people we currently have unknowns with and finish them up. We don't know what happens to him. We know he's killed by one of the Peters brothers, but we don't know which one. The surgeon's mate. Do we have a... He disappears in the Doom. Okay. Oh, he disappears. Does that mean we actually just don't know? Is that what that means? I'm gonna get Christian Wolf shot with a cannon by someone unknown, which is awkward. Finley Dalton, the helmsman from England, we don't know what happened to him. Philip Dahl, the captain steward, we don't know. Thomas Lanke, he was knifed by someone. I have a feeling the Peters brothers are going to be the last two to give up their identities. Maybe. Let's look at Thomas Lanke, who was, you know, he perished in the escape. So I feel like we should probably be able to get there. So he's, oh, he's stabbed. Right. He was stabbed by one of these, he was stabbed by one of these, yeah, I know, yeah. But the question is, it's a little unclear to me who actually stabbed him, I will say. But I know where we're going to, hey, creepy creatures. Oh, wait. Right, I know where we go, and because he got stabbed, it was by one of these, what do you call them? Mutineers. He was stabbed by one of the mutineers. And it's here, right? So he gets stabbed around here and then drags himself to his room in here. And so the question is, who stabs him? This is where it's a little unclear to me, because he moves.
Captain Campbell. You have a plan? Yes. Take ship and sail east. Trade wretched fish and shells for gold.
What accent do you think he has?
Mutiny! Mutiny! Bastard!
Okay, so this is where the badness happens, and this is our friend right here, like, climbing away, crawling away. This is our struggle. And I think these are the two mutineers chatting in an awkward way. Right? So the captain cannot be trusted. You have a plan. Yes, we take the ship and sail east. Trade wretched. Mutiny, fresh bastards. So this guy who's talking, this guy is the one I think who shoots him. This guy's struggling with him. So who is this man? Okay, that accent that he had, can we do something with that? So he is clearly somebody of status. We've seen him about before. Well, not you. You head blown off person. So this person here has got this little cap. So they are someone important, but they've got an accent that feels, did that feel Scottish to you? Let's look at our crew and see who might be missing from first mate's done. I don't know if we've got, oh, he could be the purser actually. Duncan McKay, that would make sense for him to be the purser with his sort of, because he's clearly not a top man. So I feel like that was a Scottish accent. So I think this guy, here's the thing, we're gonna listen to it one more time. We'll listen one more time, but I think that that's a Scottish accent. So listen for him. I say Scottish.
Captain Campbell.
That sounds Scottish to me. Fresh bastard. That sounds Scottish to me. It's that, right? That sounds Scottish to me. And if it is Scottish, and pursers, yeah, I don't think that he's our French guy, Charles Minor, the bosun's mate, or the gunner's mate. He's not Zungi Safi, who's from, and second mate Steward. Yeah, I do wonder about that as well. And so then he's clearly not at that point in time. So I think he's got to be the purser. And he was shot with a gun by this guy who is John Davies. So this is how I'm feeling we got. So I think our purser was shot by John Davies. I also think this guy was knifed by our purser. This is my thought. And I could be wrong, but I feel like that's true. Although it's probably wrong. Let's see if we're in a space here. 1, 2, 3. So something is wrong. Something is not correct. 4. Yeah, so we have some incorrect things happening here. We have some incorrect things happening here. And a purser is a person that you buy things from. All right, so they're the person who is in charge of the store on the ship. So if I want to know who the Frenchman is, this is like really getting my goat. It's getting my goat. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, there is a glossary in the book. So the purser, administrative official, accounts for all cargo value and trade transactions, manages a small item store for the crew. And that person is feeling very pursery to me. Let's look at this crew. We are looking at, we still have to figure out who is our Charles Minor, our Frenchman. Our Frenchman is somewhere. We also need to figure out which one is the surgeon's mate, James Wallace. What happened to them? You know what we should do? Because I feel like we've got all these things just waiting for us. Why don't we go down to the why don't we go down here and look at our Russians on the gun deck? Oh. Hello, Volpez. Hello. Yeah, I think maybe we go to the... Really? The surgery? The Orlop deck? All right. Oh, hey, purser's office. Yeah, there's a... See, that's the thing. We've got a bunch of... Oh, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? There's a purser's office. What if I look to see who might have been in the purser's office at any given time? So if the purser's office is here, bitter cold, soldiers of the sea. Oh, what? Volpez, thank you so much. You know what that means. What are you going to do? You're going to sing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sing. And I'm going to put this top on first, though. So first off, we're in the money, as sung by Ginger Rogers. in the film Gold Diggers of 1933, and also giveaway. Yeah, all those things. Oh, I should quit out so that I can do the giveaway. Let me do that. Look, I have a feeling that we might be able to get to some of these things, but we should just find the Russians. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. So where was I? Oh, yes. Oh, it's my teaching day. I used to teach Monday, Wednesdays, but now I'm teaching Tuesday, Thursdays this semester. And I come from teaching to streaming. So you're going to see me in, my professor cosplay. That's what you're going to see me in. I could use a cheer. Yeah. Are you ready? First off, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sing it in not Pig Latin, and then I'm going to sing it in Pig Latin, because I feel like that'll just be like, hey, we're in the money, we're in the money, we've got a lot of what it takes to get along. We're in the money, the skies are sunny. Oh man, depression, you're through, you've done us wrong. No, we never read headlines about breadlines today. And when we see the landlord, we can look that guy right in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. And now in Pig Latin, airway and hey, the anime. Airway and hey, the anime. Eve way at gale at way of way at xte ute at gale ang way. Airway and hey, the anime. Ide I skays are ani say. Oh man, the ashen pray, yare, three of us stay unway ang reo. Ewe every eat ray and leans lay, of way at brains lay, ute day. And when we see the anley or uklat the eye got in the eye. We're in the money, we're in the money. We've got a lot of what it takes to get along. So anyway, because I feel like you probably haven't heard the English in a while since I keep singing it in Pig Latin, and you might be interested in the English, so I thought I'd sing it for you. Just for you. So our giveaway, we should do that. Our giveaway is Spyro Reignited Trilogy, which is a 3D platformer. Hey, Chicken Wolf! Chicken Wolf, Chicken Wolf, Chicken Wolf, hold my hand. And someone's going to be the winner. And who is that person going to be? I don't know, but it's somebody. Who is it? Nightbot. Nightbot, who is the winner of our giveaway today for Spyro Reignited Trilogy, the 3D platformer? Nightbot? Nightbot? Nightbot, why are you so weird? Nightbot, why are you so weird? Why do you things? Why? Oh, that's fine. Nightbot is over you. Then I will go get Nightbot. Pick someone who's not Vulpes. Nightbot. Javai. Congrats, Javai. Also, Javai, how awesome is your name? And your name reminds me of Dr. Zhivago. And I just wanted to tell you that your name, that's how my mind works. My mind works in mysterious ways. I like your name too. I think your name is awesome. And that's one of the reasons why I like it. I'm sending you right now the code for Spyro Reignited. Boom. Hey, Sal, have you finished it? Have you finished the... Oops. That doesn't work that way. It's fine. Congratulations, Javai. You should be able to do winner person and it won't drop... Oh, really? Huh. Krellin, you're giving me good info, which I have to try out. Also, y'all, I do have... I'm not saying you can, I'm saying you should. Oh... Krellin, you haven't finished Obra Dinn yet? Like, I feel like we've gotten really far in it, though. And we've got, like, I don't know, 6 people. We're off on something. But I feel like if we can get to the purser office, Yes, I'm really excited. So this guy's getting shot, so that's awkward. Here's my question. I think that this guy here is I think he's our purser. I cannot guarantee, but we never see him at the purser's office, which is a bad sign. Maybe he's not our purser. Maybe my whole life is a sham. It probably is. My whole life is a sham, everyone. This is all I'm saying. So let's instead find out here. Let's go to a bitter cold. We're gonna fix ourselves up this way. The bitter cold is on the Orlop deck. Yeah, this is what I'm gonna see. I'm gonna go down to the Orlop deck and see if I can figure things out that way. Wallace is also a Scottish name. So we're in the gun deck. Let's go to the Orlop deck. And this is the front of the ship. Let's go to the rear, because I think we might be able to... I feel like this must be it. No, this is the carpentry. This is not what we want. So this is the front. So we need to be way back down there. Also, I like the new slang. Mood, I like it. A lot of spiked people. Are we actually in the right spot? Do you eat fudge as one of your food groups? You know, Rissa, that's an interesting question. Fudge is a little iffy for me because sometimes it's too, sorry, fore and aft. Pardon me, Sal. Pardon me, fore and aft. Fore and aft. I'm sorry, Sal. I know, as a... Oh, I am right here, though. Sorry. Forgive me. Okay, so this should be it, right? This here should be the purser's office. Okay, so here's our purser's office. The question I now have is, who is ever hanging out here? Who's around here? Who might be in this space? Some dead bodies? Not you. Here in the front butt of the ship, bow and stern. Port and starboard, left and right. Yeah, no, it's true. Sal's a sailor. Who are you, my friend? You're spiked. So we have these bodies, right? Look, I'm gonna try this one because I just want to see if we can see who might be in this purser's area, or if we can. Okay, so here we are in a space that might be useful. Who are you? Origin of the word starboard was probably from the Norse word steerbord, which was the right side of a boat. Oh, that's very cool. I think we know... First off, I think a lot of the people tend to hang out by each other. This is one of his friends, not you. No, not you. I live in what was historically one of the biggest sailing cities in the world and can't even swim, let alone operate a boat. Oh, the steerbord was the rudder. So this guy here, who was crushed by cargo, is one of our people from India, right? Yes. But he probably was one of the seamen. He was one of these three. Ugh. But wait. Why is this my life? Well, let's see. Solomon Syed. Is the older name for port. Red and green light sides. I'm looking for Solomon Syed. Why is this person not on my list? That's weird to me. Solomon. Oh, because someone was speaking Arabic. Yes, oh yeah, let's look. Let's look. So, Omid. So we have Renford Rajub, Abraham Akbar, William Wasim. Yes. 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 So you think this is perhaps Abraham Akbar? Yeah, no. Let's go with that for the moment. As possible, and we're probably also in bad spaces. Oh, that's probably true, actually. So here's the other thing. We're gonna come back. We've got all these folks who are sleeping in their bunks, but I suppose they're not gonna let us know who they are. But we have the 3 Russians right here. We're gonna come back to them. Because I feel like we've got... Now, here's my question. Can I get in here? No? Why not? Why don't you love me? Why do you hate freedom? But more people here we cannot identify. But these are our 3 Russians who are playing cards. This guy, we don't know, one of the Russians. This guy, Leonid Volkov. I hate freedom because do you see what people do with it? No, that's fair. And this guy here is another one of our Russians. We have these like 2 Russians here, but I don't know which one is which. And that makes me crazy. We also don't know what happened to him. So this one is... We have a Poland, but no. You know, I think we need to go to the space where all those people got shot in the bottom part, all of our gunners. That's where I think. So like we've got Alexis Alarkos Nikishin and Alexei Toporov are 2 people sitting right there, and I don't know which one is which, and that makes me mad. I'm not mad, but you know what I mean. I am distracted by not knowing those things. Well, and this thing that makes me so wild, like we've got these clues sitting right here. And some of these things are not right. They could be. Hold on. Let me go back to this. Stop cheating. Stop your cheating. Worry about yourself. Syed, get up. Drink something. I don't think that's Arabic. That doesn't look like Arabic to me, actually. Right? Because that looks like it's Sanskrit? So I think he's not, right? So I think that he's would be one of these 2. I have to put it back on the... I wish I could... dang it. Aren't most of the Mughals became... I think so. But I don't think that's a... And there are 4 people from India. Yeah, no, that's Hindi, right? So that's Hindi. That's Hindi. So the question is which... But I think the other person from India would not be... That's the ship steward, and the ship steward would not be down there in that miserable place, I don't think. Because I think they would be a much... They would not be, like, sleeping in that terrible bunk area, I don't think. So we're looking at maybe one of these two, Renfred and William. You think so? Yeah. Yeah. Wasim? Yeah. That makes sense to me. Because Wasim also sounds like it could be. Let's go there. Let's do that. Again, we may be wrong on that one. And, well, what are you wearing? Let's look at your clothing. Your clothing doesn't look... Let's look at you. There you are, right? You're there. So you do not look like you are particularly, like fancy. Yes. Yeah, so Wasim is Arabic, right? So we're going to go with Rajub. And what happened to you? You were crushed by cargo. I think that's fair. And there are other people in here? Another one of our... Yeah, let's... All right, we have you. We have you. We have you. I don't know what happened to you. We should find out. We've got a lot of people we have identified, but who have we not? This guy. And the thing is, they hang out by each other. They're playing dice. I feel like we've got our Russians, not you. 2 Russians there. We've got our royalty. Let's look at this spot. Person who's hung. We've got this uniform here looks like the steward's uniform. So we've got the first mate, steward. Right, these clearly right here, these jackets are steward's uniforms. Weird, if I Google Wasim, the first result is a Pakistani cricket commentator whose first name is Wasim. So, surgeon's mate, first mate, steward. This is a steward's jacket. Third mate, captain, first mate, second mate. I think that's the purser. Gunner. I mean, I cannot prove it just yet. Top man. Midshipman. Thinking about their uniforms, another midshipman, all hanging out together. Our helmsman. A surgeon. Surgeon's mate, James Wallace. We don't know what happened to James Wallace. Although we should probably try to figure that out, right? I feel like we should. We should figure out what happened to him. A seaman, another seaman, more. The carpenter's mate. Fourth mate, steward. Fourth mate. Carpenter, bosun. We still have to find the French guy that's his buddy. I wonder if that's the bosun's mate, actually. Because he's on the other side? It's a little weird, but maybe. And then we have another topman who can speak Chinese. One of them who can. But which one I'm not certain. Let's see. Maybe we have only one topman who can speak Chinese? No, we have a bunch of topmen who can speak Chinese, so that is awkward. So let's see. We're looking... Let's see if we can find out this person. And if we can get some kind of... Let's see, where are they from? Soldier of the Sea. I think really Soldier of the Sea is where we need to go back, because I think I went through that one kind of quickly and didn't really like jump into it. Oh. Wait. You died here? In the escape part 1? That's mysterious. Really? How do I feel about that? They're busy uncovering the secrets of the Ark. So who is this? How did they die? Put me down, let me go. Easy now, you're in a bad way. The squid, where's my Frenchman? The squid's gone, your mate was torn apart. Okay. For damn, the beast is dead. How did you kill it? We didn't. We left it with the storm. The captain came up from the hold, so you should rest. Curse like that does not. Okay, so this is no, I think. Oh, don't we know who this is? Yeah, no. We know who this is. This is actually wait. But we were right oh, hold on now. Okay, look. I assume this. Oh, well, it's a good question. So here, this guy that's speaking there, by the way, this one here, who's the one who died? In the officer's mess, right? Put me down, let go. Easy now, you're in a bad way. The squid, where's my Frenchman? The squid's gone, your mate was torn apart. Verdammt, the beast is dead. How? How did you kill it? We didn't, it left with the storm. Okay, so I feel like this is giving me important information that we can do something with. If we look at the crew. But also, did we actually get Kleistel? Okay, so I think that maybe Kleistel might be wrong. Yes, I think that I have an idea that that's not Kleistel. Right, because he's speaking, right, so this, okay, I got it. I got this. This is, this guy is Kleistel. Yeah. That was an error. We'll fix it. Which means some other things need to be fixed, but that's okay. Where is he? So this guy is not Alfred Kleistel. So that's important. The curse is apparently German. Yeah, no, I think he's Austrian, actually. Leave me over. He's Danish, right? So Alfred Kleistel is not Danish. So actually, we need a Dane. Our person from Denmark. Okay, we've got this fixed. So Lars Linde. Okay, here we go. That's Lars Linde. He was clubbed by an unknown attacker. Right? Because let me on over my dead body, you bloody Dane. Right. Okay. We are fixing this. We're fixing this. And he was clubbed by an unknown attacker. And we need the other guy. This is not Lars Linde. We don't know who he is yet. That is fine. But we still have to figure out that language, the own demon, because that is still unknown for us. But where is our, oh gosh, crew? This guy. That's Lars Linde. And this guy is Alfred Kleistel. And he died. It's unclear to me how he died, though. But that's Alfred Kleistel. And his mate was torn apart by the demon. So, look, I'm feeling better about this. Here, we can go in and actually just see it. So this is him. This is him.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
It's the squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
That. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off.
You should rest.
A curse like that does not live for nothing.
How did he die? All right, so this is him. Well, it looks like he doesn't have an arm, right? That's what it looks like. It looks like he doesn't have an arm. Side note. Yeah, verdammt is German. So this, I think, is our bosun, and I think he gets murdered. You know, I still think that's Duncan McKay. Yes, so let's think about this. What is the scene that happens directly before this one is my question. Because his like he's clearly attacked by the squid, but can we find it? This is Escape Part 1. In the last, so there's a lot of stuff here that we can't see. But the Doom, yeah. I feel like he's torn apart by a beast, right? Yes. And if we can maybe find out who his Frenchman was, we might be able to sort of locate, because we're still trying to find his Frenchman is the thing. So let's put in torn apart by a beast. Oh, hey. 3 more. Yes. Okay. John Davies. Kleistel. And Winston Smith. Yes. Yes. How many can we get without getting the last chapter is my question. This is like, because we actually did like, what, 9 people today? Is that right so far? 9? Yes. I think we got 9. All right, so let's look at our crew and see what is not right. So that's fine. Yeah, the Frenchman is the bosun's mate, but we just have to, oh, thank you, Jer. We have to identify this person. So this person here, Duncan McKay, is not right. But we don't know if we've misidentified him or we misidentified. But actually, we do know, okay, all right, here we go. So we are right about who John Davies is. And so this person is not Duncan McKay, is not the purser, but it is some kind of officer of some sort. So we have to get back to that. And then this person is not knifed by D. McKay because D. McKay is wrong. So that's fair. That's fair. But I think we're right about him being Thomas Lanky. So, and then this person is not the right person either. So we have misidentified a couple of people. Which should give you the carpenter's mate? I think we've got the carpenter's mate now, but we've got this funky person who is not D. McKay. So that person is not the right person. And we've got to figure out who Charles Minor is. If we can get that, that might give us something. James Wallace, the surgeon's mate. We've got, who are our officers? Because this is the thing. We've got some, so we know that one guy, this guy here is Duncan. This guy is not our purser at all. But I don't think he's French because he's still alive at that moment. So he's not the bosun's mate. He's not the purser, apparently. He's certainly not the ship's steward because he is not from India. He's not, he did not sound Irish to me. And he's clearly not, here's the thing, he's not a topman or a seaman because he's got too nice of a uniform for that, right? Like he is not that. But he's not French, he's not that person. Gunner's mate? I don't know about that. But he's not Zungi Safi. He's not Indian. Well, that really only leaves the gunner's mate. I don't know how we feel about that. Well, let's look at him. Well, hold on. Hold on. If this is our gunner, he's standing right there by the gunner's mate, so I actually buy it. Let's... No, his uniform's too good. I think he's going to have to be the gunner's mate because he's standing right by the gunner, and, right, that's sort of like a... Yeah, no, Charles Minor is the Frenchman, so the question becomes, which one of the people in the world is our Frenchman? And so if this guy is our gunner's mate, which would make sense because he's standing right by the gunner, and he's Olas Weader, which means this guy here was knifed, not by, right? So I think that is right, which means we just need to find, so this guy here is not right. Where is he? This guy's not right. I don't know what happened to him. But that guy's not right. Weird vectors, the problem is matching, yeah, that's the problem, is matching the face to the person. We know who the person is. You're right, I do need to do that. So we're looking for this guy, the bosun's mate, who... Do we know this is Lars Linde? Do we know that? I don't think we do. Yeah. I don't think we know this is Lars Linde. I don't think we know that. I think this... Look, I don't think that's Lars Linde. Yeah, but was he the one who was called a Dane? Is the question. Oh no, I think we didn't. Oh no, that's right. You're right. He was the one who was called a Dane. Yeah. He's the one who was called a Dane. Yes. Thank you, Falcom. Because he was up there, right? And he was like, "Come on, let me hang out." And the guy was like, "No," and killed him. Right. So he's the Dane. No problem. Yes. So here's the thing. We've gotten really far. And there's just like one or... I want to know where Charles Minor is. I want to know where a French person is. That's what I want to know. Like, here he is. He's a bosun's mate. He should be... I'm going to go get food before Critical Role. But if this is our bosun, which is true, by the way. This is true. That's him. This is not him. Where is his mate? These are stewards, not mates. Well. Oh, remember he was torn apart by a beast. Sorry. He was torn apart by the beast. This is the last thing we're going to do. We know that Charles Minor was torn apart by the beast. This is a thing we know for true. So, what we do is we go upstairs. Because this is, see, this is what we do. Like, I think we just take one look. That's it. Because he dies right here at part 1 of the escape. But they say, the squid's gone, your mate was torn apart. Oh yeah, the tattoo guy's the guy from Papua New Guinea. So he's not the Frenchman. But if we go to the Doom, we can probably, here, we want the Doom, the Fuse. Also, I really have to go back to the Doom because there are people that I clearly have missed, for real. Yeah, so I think we need to go to the Doom, like... Part 6 is what I think, because then we're on the main deck. So I think we just go up to the main deck and take a quick look. is all we do. And then we go. Hold on. Who are you? Do I know who you are? You're the first mate, that's fine. So I'm like, who's coming out of rooms? All right, let's go upstairs. No, I need to escape. Sorry, I need to escape. Look, all we do before we leave and before I get some food is we just go upstairs. I'm glad we fixed that. I feel much better about fixing that. We go upstairs and we just take a look at a little bit of doom and we find out who was torn apart. That's what we do. This is it. We figure out which of our torn apart people it could be. Hey, J-Rab. Not as many names. There are a lot of people screaming. Oh, wait. Hey, look at you. Who are you? Oh, you know what happened to this person? Hey, we found out somebody. This person went overboard. Is there an overboard? Do we burn, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell overboard? People? Yes. Overboard. Yes. Gunner's mate, shot by John Davies. Yes. Lanky. People. I'm feeling super hot right now. We just look how much we've done. I suspect we should be able to do all of those people. Yeah. I feel really good about this. Here's my last, oh, look at that ship. I'm just gonna do a look to see if we have some torn apart people that we can, people with guns. That's the gunner's mate, it makes sense. I know, I still don't have my Frenchman. Here's our guy from Papua New Guinea. Here's, somebody who's exploded. Yeah, he's exploded. This person here, who are you? Thomas Lanky. Oh, I love how this doorway is all off center. Okay, so I'm feeling, look at that. We've got the gunner's mate. I just feel really good about my life right now. I'm feeling really good about this. I feel like we have done a very good job. And who are you? Fourth mate, John Davies. Okay. We need to get to the next part of the doom because this is where the squid is that we're talking about. I think we get to the next one. People are torn apart. You have seen a lot of people have trouble finding the Frenchman. I'm telling you. I'm just gonna order it. And we're looking for the doom. That was doom. We're by the way, we're gonna be done. We're gonna do this last one. The doom. That was 6. This is 7. Here. So forward and to my left. That looks bad. Let's just a quick look. Oh. I don't think there was a squid here, was there? No? What time is it? Oh no, this was just electricity. Yeah, no, that's fine. Oh, hi. We'll come back here later. I just want to find my Frenchman. I might have to wait. But Krellin was right. We are what's the word? We are accelerating. Okay. No. It's not the one. It's dinner time. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No, I'm looking for this. Oh gosh, this is bad, everybody. There are bad things happening on this ship. You are not the body I'm looking for. It's bad when I'm like, which is the body I'm looking for? And there are way too many of them to be found. Here, I think this is the body we're looking for. It's bad. Yes, here we go. It's bad when you're like, which body is it? Oh. So my question is, this is our last thing we're gonna do. Can we find somebody who's being torn apart up here who might be French? You're not French. You're one of our Chinese top men. And okay, look, him being torn apart, but he's from Papua New Guinea. You, we don't know who you are. You could be the Frenchman. You could be Minor. It's possible. But we're not seeing you be torn apart. These are gunners and mates. Who are you? Doesn't look like it's going to work out well for you. You're Thomas Lanky. Who are you? Fourth mate, John Davies. You're a corpse. You're a tentacle. Oh, hey. You're a tentacle that's been cut off. That's awesome. Who are you? Just looking. Oh, you're one of our Russians. You're Leonid. The stripes, like the stripes are... But wait. Oh, hey, wait. Look at that. Hey, look at that, people. We've got 3 people. Can I identify them? Please? Come on. Be nice to me and let me identify those people. They're not gonna let me do it, are they? Why don't they love freedom? No, you're right. I'm not gonna finish tonight. I'm gonna get food instead. But I did wish that I could... I'm gonna look at the Doom Part 8, because that's the last one. I'm gonna look at the Doom Part 8 and see if there's somebody who's obviously ripped apart in that moment, and if not, I'm just going, and we'll think about the Frenchman later. Like, that's our life. That is our life. Our last... As your internet... Thank you, Krellin. I appreciate it. This is... You are my internet TA. Krellin, that is true about you. That is a true thing. It's true. Okay. Who might be being ripped apart in this moment? Do we have... Who are you? You. Who are you? Finley Dalton. Oh! Hey, we just learned something. Oh, I'm sorry, Jer. You are my... Yes, thank you. Thank you. We just learned something, though. This person is... the helmsman is... Shall we call that killed by the beast? And then maybe we can... You were... crushed? Struck by... Nope. We could say... Doesn't seem crushed to me. Oh. Jer. How do we interpret this? Like, look, here we have. This is our last one here. This is our helmsman. How do we interpret that death? That's what I want to ask. Torn apart? Yeah, Levi, we're gonna go with torn apart. I feel like that's good. Flung to death. Dalton, we're gonna go torn apart by the beast. And this is our last look-see. If we can find, you know what's interesting about this is that there's a lot going on in each one of these scenes that you may not even recognize. Who are you? Oh. Yeah, you're one of our top men, and it looks like you are also going to be torn apart by a beast. We're gonna give you that. You are also torn apart by a beast. We're gonna add beast. It has so many arms. And the things you want to be really careful because you might be missing people who are being torn apart. And who wants that? And who are you people? Oh, hey, that's Alfred, who is getting his arm torn off right now, which means you, my friend, are Charles Minor. Yeah, this our Frenchman, this is Charles Minor. I know it because they were right next to each other, and you were also torn apart by a beast. And this is our life. Everyone, this is our life. Boom. That's it. We're gonna go on break. Who are you? That's it. We're leaving. I mean, you know what I mean. We're leaving. We're going. And a striped shirt. I suppose the question I would ask is, do we have a thing that is obviously wrong? One, I think that Charles Minor is a right, by the way. I feel like that is true. Two, some of these things might not be torn apart by beasts, though. That's wrong, so we know that. Actually, I think we're good. We don't have 3 people, so I think the ones that we named before are correct. And I actually think we're in a really good spot. And we're especially in a good spot for me to get food, because Krellin points out that I need to eat more than once a day, apparently. So I'm gonna do, wait, no, I don't even want to be here. Whatever. What am I doing in here? Here we go. Now I feel like this is a place to be. Everybody, quit the title. That's it. If you ate a 2,000 calorie meal, you're okay, but you didn't. I didn't. That's true. I feel like Krellin. I feel like Krellin has met me, and that is also just a true statement. So, hey everybody, I'm Trooper SJP. Woo! We burned it today. We identified so many people, including a Frenchman with a striped shirt, of course. We were super hardcore. I feel really proud of us. We did so much. I feel like there's a sequence of scenes that I did not really look into very deeply because it was very, very beginning of the game. So when all these people were sort of like getting hit where the cannons were, and I think if we go in there and hit those scenes, we're going to get a lot more. We just have a couple more things we have to work out. Oh, thank you, Taki Rosh. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. What's the word? Today's Thursday. So in 40 minutes, I will be hosting Critical Role on my channel if you want to hang out with people who are nice and have some pleasant chat that's not too overwhelming. Saturday at noon, I will be playing Eastern Time. I will be playing The Outer Worlds on my channel. And Chicken Wolf, I will be playing this next Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, or between 6 p.m. and 6:15. So we will be finishing. Oh, Takirosh, go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. So this Saturday, noon p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing The Outer Worlds. 4 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be playing Dungeons and Dragons on Scraticus, the Scraticus channel, Scraticus. Next Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I will be playing The Witcher over on Tales from the Grim. Thursday, 6 Eastern, I will be playing another round of The Return of Obra Dinn. Return of the Obra Dinn, and we'll see what else we can get going on. Yeah, it has a margin of error, 15 to 20 minutes, plus minus. It's true. And again, next week on Sunday, there will be the second episode of Cthulhu Confidential, and it'll be no minus, only plus. Okay, so there was no minus there. That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. Only plus. Only plus. This is true. That's true. So everybody, that's it. Oh, I should tell you. Hold on. I have socials. If you are hanging out and you haven't followed and you would like to follow, give a follow. You don't have to if you don't want to, but you can. You can also subscribe if you like. Proceeds go to help me fund the channel and then also do stuff with RPGs. You can find me on Discord. You can hang out with us. Also, I've got a YouTube, Trooper SJP, which is an archive of all the stuff. And I have got a Twitter, Academic Foxhole, where, you can find me tweeting whenever I do tweet. But also, I have a Patreon, Academic Foxhole, and those proceeds go to help fund the RPGs. So to pay for AJ, for example, and right now I'm working on paying our musician, Lizard Eats Flies, and Iffy for the Musician Eats Flies for the music, the theme, and Iffy for the overlays for the French Resistance campaign, and also, of course, paying the cast because I want some hardcore, awesome people, and I want to pay them for their time. So if you want to help out, you certainly can. If you don't want to, that's also fine. But you can always help out by just sort of showing up and hyping and being present. And this way, oh, hey, I don't know if you know this. I'm going to go, but we were number 15 for the tabletop RPG category over the last 3 days for Cthulhu Confidential, not the last ones. And I think we were like 28 for the week. So our numbers are respectable, and we're gonna get even more hardcore. So that's big hype for me. I'm excited about it. So all of you hanging out with us makes a difference, and I'm excited for the French Resistance, and I'm excited to clear up Obra Dinn, and I'm excited for hanging out with you all, but I'm especially excited to get some food right now. And I think I can do that over at we have a little food place which I think is open right now. So I think I'm gonna go and get some food. All right, everybody. I will see you in a half hour. Good night. And if you are all of my European partners, go to sleep. Go to sleep. I will see you all later, everybody. Bye. Y'all are the best. Bye.